You know that plastic wrapper you throw away without thinking? Imagine if you could just dissolve it in water or even eat it. That's not science fiction. That's what a founder in Hyderabad is actually working on right now. Every year, we dump millions of tons of plastic into landfills and oceans. We all know it's a problem. We see photos of turtles tangled in bags, beaches full of trash, headlines about microplastics found in our blood. We scroll, we shake our heads, and then we buy another snack in another wrapper. Nothing really changes because the alternatives feel too far away from our daily life. But some people look at the exact same problem and react differently. Instead of saying, someone should fix this, they say, what can I build that makes this problem a little smaller? That's where this story starts. In Hyderabad, a woman named Shailaja Bangaru decided she was done waiting for a perfect solution. She started experimenting with something most of us never think about: seaweed and guar gum. From the outside, it looks like just another small lab project. On the inside, it's a simple but powerful idea: turn seaweed and natural ingredients into thin films that can replace plastic packaging. These films are biodegradable, water-soluble, and in some cases, even edible. You use them, you rinse them, and they disappear. No tiny plastic fragments staying on the planet longer than you will. Shailaja's company isn't a global giant. It's not a government program with a massive budget. It's a startup that showed up at a women's entrepreneurship summit in Hyderabad, alongside founders working on clean water, safer buildings, and sustainable fashion. Real people with real problems in front of them, building very practical solutions instead of waiting for someone else to do it. That's what makes this story interesting. It's not about a miracle technology no one can understand. It's about a different kind of question. Most of us look at seaweed and think ocean, sushi, maybe beach smell. She looked at seaweed and asked, what else could this be? What if this boring, slimy plant could become the material that replaces millions of plastic wrappers? Innovation often starts exactly there. Not with a genius idea falling from the sky, but with an ordinary material and a stubborn question. So the real point of this story is not seaweed is amazing. The point is, what is your seaweed? What is that thing in your life that is everywhere, ignored, taken for granted, that you could transform into something completely different if you chose to look at it with fresh eyes? Maybe it's a boring process at work that everyone hates. Maybe it's a habit that wastes your time. Maybe it's a skill you've always considered nothing special. What happens if instead of complaining about it, you treat it as raw material? What happens if you ask, very seriously, what else could this be? And who could it help? You don't need to solve the entire plastic crisis. You don't need to launch a global startup tomorrow. Today, you just need one step. Pick one seaweed in your life and write down 3 alternative ways it could be used, improved, or reinvented. That's all. One object, one process, one skill, 3 new possibilities. That's how problems quietly become projects, and projects quietly become solutions. This is Caffeine for Brains. Don't just consume the future. Wake up and build it.